everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. And if you are new to my channel, welcome to the family. If you have been around to the suite, you may recall that I have been sharing some classic podcast episodes here on my channel. Now there are a plethora of podcast episodes shared at my Motivation Suite podcast. And if you haven't had an opportunity to take a listen, I, of course, highly recommend you do so, as there are great nuggets to take with you into your everyday lives. Which leads me into today's video, simply titled, What is Success? Discovering the many levels and opinions of the area of success is an intriguing area of discussion for me, due to the fact that the response to success can vary from person to person and generation to generation. Now remember that you can access 24/7 my Motivation Suite podcast on your favorite podcast listening platform. Also, you can direct access my Motivation Suite podcast with any of the direct links provided in the description area below. And please be sure to hit that follow button in order to receive notifications of my future provided podcast episodes. Also, be sure to give a like if you are finding value for you, and be sure to share my Motivation Suite podcast with others as well. And remember to subscribe here to my YouTube channel, Motivation Suite with April, and turn on that all notification bell so you never miss an upload. And become part of the Motivation Suite community, as there is always room in the suite. I also would love to hear your thoughts about what you think success is and the meaning of its importance to you. So with that, sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Motivation Suite, your dedicated source for all things motivation, inspiration, and mentorship. I am your host, April Rogers, and I am simply thrilled and truly excited that you are tuning in today. As you may recall, in our last episode, we discussed generational motivation, in which we covered a nice descriptor of each living generation, looking at the different aspects and characteristics, and a couple of little facts there as well. I really enjoyed discussing that area, and I hope that you too found some great valued information in that, because I feel any opportunity in order to share information that helps us all work together in more cohesive state is always beneficial, and just one of those things that makes the world go round. So I do hope that that information again was not only of value, but was helpful and a little fun to maybe learn something a little different that you may or may not have known about yourself or someone else from another generation. But the end result being that we live in such a wonderful, diverse world, and so many individuals with so many different aspects and backgrounds can help us to do really great things. So I do hope, if anything else, that is something that most certainly resonated throughout the episode itself. And so with that, I thought this week's episode, we can cover something a little bit different. However, along the lines with achieving goals and aspirations. And that is the concept of what is success. You see, success is very different to many people. Success can be money, therefore the wealth of money. It could be having multiple cars, maybe a lot of real estate. It could be having a family. It could be passing your courses and achieving that hard-earned degree that you've been working on. You know, success comes in so many forms, and it's just really nice to take a little detour into, or exploration, if you will, into the concept of what exactly success is. Because again, success is different for all. And with that, since we are so different, but then it sometimes can be so much alike, it's just kind of interesting again to have another area to know and have a greater understanding of what success is. And just maybe learning how to not maybe be so hard on ourselves when we don't accomplish exactly what we want in the exact way that we think it should relay itself, if you will. So let's go ahead and do just that. Let's explore exactly what we think, or what one version of what success is. And I'm going to share exactly what I feel the concept of success is. You see, because I see success as envisioning your goals and seeing yourself in the place and time of the achievement that you are seeking. Because I feel that it is a powerful and necessary step to goal attainment. Understanding the obstacles, but not fearing them. Finding a way to go over them, around them, or directly through them will get you to your breakthrough. Having positive dialogue and clearing your mind of self-doubt boost your confidence in moving forward, eliminating the negative noise. Embracing the challenge of your goal in all its glory and triumphantly moving from step to step. None failed, only lessons learned. Stay on track, remain focused and determined, never fazed by distractions. Show the world and yourself that you can do it. Stay motivated, stay inspired, because you got this. You see, a lot of us sometimes think that success is a straight and narrow, no detour endeavor. But the thing is, success could look and sometimes feel messy, all over the place, stop and go. Staying the course is always worth it, though, in the end. Making those necessary adjustments, understanding what you're trying to achieve, and then making the moves towards that action, that in itself is success. You know, there's a saying that probably a lot of you have already heard, and it's something that I like to keep in the back of my mind as I'm trying to achieve big goals and big aspirations. And that's one that success is not always the destination, but it's the journey. And that's so true, because there's so many things that you can learn about yourself while you're going through achieving that goal. And sometimes your goal that you were initially trying to achieve looks a little different in the end. And sometimes you gain a lot more than you could have ever imagined that you would have. So when you think about success, we should understand that it is different for all of us. And that what makes one person feel happy and glorious might make another person feel a little different, depending on whatever the goal is or whatever they're trying to achieve. But just understanding that success is something that can be attainable by all of us. In one fashion or another, we do reach success. You may have had some successes today that you may not have really thought about. But if you step back and take a look at your day, you can kind of look at some of those things that you try to achieve and say, you know what, that wasn't a success. And sometimes it's just nice to be able to establish a thought process and finding out what are those wins that you have through the days, because, you know, it's those little things that really do help you through when you have some of those more challenging times or just downright difficult times. You know, not every day is always going to be a good day, but you can always find something good in that day. And that's some of the things that I think that is really important in focusing on when you're really trying to achieve this so-called thing, success. It's important to remember what you are doing and how you're doing and what you're doing to get to where you're trying to go. Every step, every determined element that you take is important and will move you in a direction sometimes you wouldn't even expect that you would be going. It could be greater than wherever you initially thought you were going to land. And so understanding that success is not something that's just big, bad, that's unachievable. No, my friends, it is very achievable. And sometimes it's just nice to sit back and think about all the many things you've accomplished, all the many things that you've been able to help someone with or show someone something different to help them in their lives. All these things are successes. And it's so wonderful to know that success does not have to be a tidied road travel. Again, sometimes this can be pretty messy. Sometimes you can look at the path side by side and you see the straight and narrow path and you're like, I don't even recognize that. That's not how it worked for me. But still, in the end, I achieved whatever it is I was going for, or even better. So I hope that when you think again of success, that you will think of those things as well, and understanding that success is achievable. It just simply is. Well, everyone, I hope you found today's session inspiring, and I encourage you to take a lighter approach when you are assessing what success looks like to you. Remember, not being so hard on yourself, taking your time. No step is a failure. It's just a lesson learned, right? You just brush yourself off and you just keep moving forward. And as always, I thank you all for tuning in today. I look forward to you tuning in next time as well and continuing this journey of exploration. And I hope that you continue to have a wonderfully productive rest of your week. And if you enjoyed today's session, please leave a like and a follow so you don't miss an episode. And remember, along with this listening platform, Motivation Suite is also found on Apple iTunes. Oh, and feel free to leave a comment, as I would love to read about your thoughts about success. Take care.